Okay, so we're starting our expressions unit. We're going to talk about exponents to start out. So when we draw arrays to represent multiplication, it's just kind of drawing the counters of what you're multiplying across by whatever you're multiplying second. So I'm going to do 5 times 5. So I'm going to draw 5 across and make 5 down. And then just fill it in. So when I do 5 times 5 like that, I see 5 this way and 5 this way. And when I'm done, I will have 25 counters because 5 times 5 is 25. This one, I have 4 down and 4 across, so it would be 4 times 4. Okay, so when we're talking about exponents, we talk about two parts, the base and the exponent. So the base is the number that's being multiplied by itself. So for our array up here, I'm multiplying 5 by itself, right? So my base would be 5. And this one, my base would be 4. Okay. So for example, in 9 to the second power, 9 is the base. 6 to the fourth power, 6 is the base. Okay, so whichever number is being multiplied by itself. Okay, the exponent determines the number of times that base is multiplied by itself. So how many times I multiply it by itself. Okay, so in 3 to the fifth power, 5 is the exponent. 2 to the seventh power, 7 is the exponent. And any number raised to the second power, you'll hear it called squared. So 5 squared would be 5 to the second power. So like this one, I multiplied 5 by itself 1 time or 2 times, right? So 5 times 5. So my exponent for this would be 2. So if my base is 5 and my exponent is 2, I would write it as 5 squared, or 5 to the second power. This one, my base is 4. Again, I just multiplied by itself one other time, so it'd be 2. So it'd be 4 to the second power. Okay. So we're going to look at some and just kind of distinguish between the base and the exponent. So here I have 3 to the fourth power. So my base is 3, my exponent is 4. 7 to the third power, base is 7, exponent is 3. 9 to the second power, base is 9, exponent is 2. Oops. And so on and forth. So forth. 8 is my base, 9 is my exponent, 12 is my base, 0 is my exponent. Okay. So if my base is 5 and my exponent is 3, then my term would be 5 to the third power. Likewise, if my term is 19 to the second power, or 19 squared, I have 19 and 2. 11 is my base, 4 is my exponent. That 4 is written really small up to the right. Okay. 16 and 4, base of 7, exponent of 6. Base of 4, exponent of 11. Okay, so that's just how you write the exponents. Okay, and how you know which one's your base, which one's your exponent. Remember that base is the number that you're multiplying by itself. Your exponent is how many times you do that. So, when we talk about expanded form and standard form with exponents, it's a little different. So 6 to the third power written in expanded form, that shows the full multiplication of the base. So I would write it as 6 times 6 times 6, because my base is 6. So I'm multiplying 6 by itself 3 times. Now for the other one, I have 3 to the sixth power, so I'd write it as 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. 6 times. Okay. Then when it's raised to a power and then you simplify it and write it the normal way, then it's called standard form, or exponent form is when it's written simplified before it's actually solved. Okay, so we have exponent form, which is where we write it with the exponent. So if this one is 5 times 5 times 5, then in exponent form, that would be 5 to the third power, because I have 1, 2, 3 5s. When I actually solve that and put it in standard form, I have to actually multiply 5 times 5 times 5. That is not 5 times 3. This is 5 times 5 is 25, and then 25 times 5 is 125. So in standard form, it's 125. Okay, you're not just multiplying it by 3 when it's 5 to the third power. You're multiplying 5 by itself 3 times. Okay, so 36. So I have to think of what times itself equals 36. Well, I know off the top of my head, 6 squared. 6 times 6. Okay. 7 to the third, so I do 7 times 7 times 7. Okay, and that would give me 49 times 7. And you can use a calculator for this. And when you get 343. Okay, 9 to the first power, well, that's just 1 9, right? 9 times just nothing, so that would just be 9. Okay. This one, again, they gave it to me in that exponent form, so I have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which would be 2 to the fourth power. Okay, and again, it's not just 2 times 4, it's 2 times itself 4 times. So 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8, 8 times 2 is 16. Okay. You're going to do this one on your own, this one on your own, this one on your own. Okay, we'll look at 4 to the fourth, so that would be 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, right? So I do 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 4 is 64, 64 times 4 is 256. And again, you can use a calculator for these. You just have to make sure you're showing that thought process, showing that expanded form to show what you're doing. Okay. Do this one on your own. All right, so this is 2 to the second power, because I have 2 times 2, right? Times 5 to the second power, because I have 5 times 5. So I'm going to combine those in my standard form. So I have 2 times 2, which is 4, right? Because it's 2 to the second power. And then 5 times 5, which is 25. So I have 4 times 25, which would be 100. Okay, so for this one, you would have 3 to the 1, 2, 3, fourth power times 6 to the 1, 2 power, second power. So I have 3 to the fourth power, so 3 times 9, or 3 times 3 is 9, times 3 is 27, times 3 is 81. So I have 81 and 36. When I multiply 81 and 36, I get 2,916. Okay, so sometimes you have it with more than one part. But that's what you're doing. On your Google form, you're just going to do the ones I circled, okay, and have these ready for class on Monday or for next class.